I died. Natural death. Son of a bitch. That was not part of the plan. But that's fine. Alright, they can do that there. That's fine. These guys are beating the crap out of that, which is fine. And those guys are over here losing it to attrition because it's a waste of time. There we go. Split that in half. There we go. I've almost finished the War of the Reach. I can leave the Stormlands as it is. Arthur, getting command of this with these dudes. Go up here and deal with that. Alright, we can end the War of the Reach. Which, holy crap, gets me a lot of stuff. What the... Oh, I got the entire Starpike thing from those dudes. Okay, that's a large chunk of the Reach I described. That... Okay. Okay, again. Not complaining. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's turn our attention to the Stormlands now, I guess. And afterwards we can go back to attacking the Valyrian Freehold, who were too much of a pansy little bitch to actually fight me. Keep going with the betrothals, and we are just sweeping through territory. There is really nothing, like, there's nothing that can stop us. They just don't have the manpower that can actually stop us. Many years of my life has just spent dedicated to the Order of the Dark Ones, performing missions. Today, all efforts are rewarded. I've become the new High Priest. I am now the leader of the evils. I am the leader of the crazies. Okay, can I get anything cool with the leader of the crazies? I don't think so. I think it does absolutely fuck all. Good lord, the amount of people that are constantly being arrested for being the cult of the damned. Like, constantly people are being arrested just, like, round the clock. I think this evil organization that I joined is, like, a really fucking bad idea. Who knew? Who knew the evil organization would be not the most reputable of people? Oh, there's 10,000 troops that just went up north and started attacking, these guys. They haven't got any commanders leading them, though. That's the thing. Predator, bitch. There you go. Those 7,000 can go back to Storm's End. We have defeated the Reachmen, who are just pathetically weak right now. Charge. Fuck you, Buckler. This flesh wound will not stop me. My expertise in combat. One mistake is all we get. Strike. I am actually kind of honorable right now, though, because King Eddard is not as great as his forebearers were. Primarily because he started sacrificing people to the fucking old gods, and... Well, not to the old gods, to the, like, the demon-y old gods. I am wounded. I will summon a familiar to help me in combat. I will summon a shadow wolf to aid me in battle and do dark healing. Should have used it when you have the chance. I have a wolf now, bitch. It's not gonna fucking help me, though. Who was I killed by? I was killed by a tough. Okay. Honestly, I'm kind of glad he's dead. I'm kind of glad he's dead. He was a bit of a dick. Oh well, King Eddard the Evil dies at the age of fucking 61. He was pretty shit. Honestly, he was pretty shit. The thing I'm gonna do is renounce the secret faith. I'm not doing that crap. You aren't a member of the secret society nonsense, are you? No, good. So King Arthur the Loyal will now take over, and his father will be named. Call him Eddard the Stranger. There's kind of a hint to his thing. Because he wasn't outright publicly revealed as a devil worshipper. So calling him the Stranger or the Shadow or, you know, the Dodgy is probably more accurate than the Evil. So yeah, but King Arthur the Loyal, or King Arthur whatever the hell, we'll give him another title later. But for now at least, we'll deal with this stupid fucking Stormlander nonsense. I have way more stuff than I even need, and Arthur isn't even that popular, honestly. Like, he's around about where his fucking grandfather was, actually. It's not too bad. But yeah, there's really no challenge left at this stage. It's just picking off the territories, kicking some ass. You know how it is. We have so many fucking kids. It's just ridiculous. There's so many muds. It's outrageous. Well, yeah, there's not much left of the Reach in the Stormlands at this stage, really. They should, realistically, just bend the knee already, but no, they're gonna be a bitch about it. I think I just go to war with Valyria and, like, take Driftmark because I can. I might even, do subjugation of Driftmark rather than do claim on it, because that way I can keep the Valyrian family. And then I can make them kind of change faith. And then that gives me more Valyrian blood in my realm to, you know, marry into and stuff. I mean, all of the muds on the Obsidian Isle right now are all Valyrian looking. A lot of my family is, to be fair. Well, not the immediate line of kings ruling at the moment. We're more Lannister looking than anything else. Fuck it. We'll go against Valyria. Why not? Let's see how powerful these guys are. I'm pretty sure they're pushovers. And get the Iron Isles to come over as well. The Vale. Let's not forget about the Vale. Moving all this stuff is ridiculous. It takes ages. I'm doing all this as well, and I guarantee the Valyrian Freehold are a bunch of pussies. Is it far enough in the video that I can say pussies without being demonetized? I don't fucking know. Shit, I said fuck. Shit, I said shit. Fuck. Shit. Heavens forbid the day I have to actually generally censor, like, all of my YouTube videos, because YouTube is... It's getting there. It's already getting there. I think I said the word cunt in one video at one point, like 20 minutes into the video, and that got demonetized. And demonetized by manual review as well. Some dude at Google listened to that and was, like, super fucking offended. They were super offended. And they were like, nope, this guy doesn't deserve advertising revenue. No. This small, shitty little YouTube channel deserves to be punished for its many crimes. So yeah, Valyria, giant pushover. I don't know what the hell they're doing. There is like 100 of them here in those boats that we keep seeing. But they're not, no, they're going back up north now. I was kind of expecting them to land stuff. Maybe they'll attack Driftmark, potentially. That's what I'm kind of banking on. They're gonna like land shit up here, maybe. I have officially taken their capital, and they're doing nothing to stop me. No, they do have troops up there apparently. Let's go have a look. I'm gonna group up with these guys, go up north with the king. These dragon lords and their overgrown lizards are no match for me. Their lizards are a myth. I haven't even seen a dragon. It's all talk, I tell you. Oh, there's like 6,000 of them here apparently. Hello, dragon lords. Oh, there's shitloads. They're just, like, sitting here. Not doing anything. Prepare to die, bitch. I will kill you. Disgusting. Disgusting people. I know, well, yeah, the Valyrians officially suck. No, there is no mercy. I will kill all of the Dragon Lords. I am the Dragon Slayer. Hey, look, after like 100 years... the Bracken's land, although it's not controlled by the Brackens anymore, is officially considered part of Blackwood's domain, which is cool. What happened to the Brackens? That's a good question. What the fuck did happen to the Brackens? There's 16 of them left. They've just been overthrown. They're no longer kind of in charge. Sucks to be them, I suppose. Yep, there you go. That's Driftmark secured, ladies and gentlemen. We have no beef with the Valyrian Freehold anymore. And even if we did, they're kind of shit. It's what it is. King Arthur, I don't know. I could do like a Dragonbane character at one point where I just beat the shit out of the Freehold. I might do that. Eventually. What the hell's going on? I did say someone killed me. I can't believe what's happening, but with each swing of her dagger, Storm Queen Bethany is getting closer and closer to winning the fight. Jumping back to avoid yet another frighteningly lucky blow. I found myself backed up against a nothing. How is she possibly winning? I just what? You kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. I guess I'm just gonna die. I could do that, but makes no sense. I could betray him, I guess. It wouldn't really make much sense to me to betray him. He's just honorable, kind, temperate, all that. Like he's really good. So I'm guessing he just dies. Slain by Storm Queen Bethany. And we play as High King Tristifer, I suppose. Fine, but, like, okay, game. Like, we still win that battle. The king just managed to, like, trip on a stone or some shit and got himself killed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue this while I slowly die from whatever variant of COVID this happens to be. I think it's like variant 28 or something at this stage. Although by the time you're watching this, you're probably like, but Sol, COVID has been eradicated by the new miracle drug. And I'm going to be like, well, I recorded this probably a couple of months ago. So like, yeah. That or we're all dead and COVID's back. And like, this is just the beginning. I'm patient zero for like the new version of the plague that's happening. We'll call it the Sol variant. I'm gonna be famous. It's gonna be great. But any rate, we are going to mop up the rest of these little wars that I have to do. Thankfully, my bannermen haven't started to get pissed off yet, so I don't have to worry about that. Rodrik has had another daughter, of which I do not care what her name is. There are so many muds that I simply do not fucking care. Fuck, I said fuck. I can't. I need to blur that out. There's 265 of us. Fuck. Oh, shit, I died. Really? A natural death at 54. Wow. Okay, game. I guess we now rule as King Rodrik, who desperately needs more hair. Desperately needs more hair. Let's do something about that. I'll keep his kind of somewhat thinning hair, but nothing that crazy. There you go. And I have a son, ladies and gentlemen. With attractive and quick. I'm not naming him Thomas, that's for sure. It's not even gonna let me name him? Okay, game. Fuck you too, game. Oh yes, we have a son, finally. What the hell do we name him? That's a question. Because we've had Aegon, Eddard, Arthur, Tristifer. Yeah. I mean, I might name him Aegon again, considering that Aegon was the last Valyrian-looking one. Eddard was... I also think Eddard was. Arthur wasn't, obviously. Or was he? I don't remember. Tristifer's Lannister-looking, and Rodrik's Lannister-looking. I think Aegon, after the Conqueror, probably. It's a Valyrian name, but it's kind of become a well-known mud name. And what we'll do is we'll just skip ahead to wrapping up the conflict, because it's more of the same over and over again at this stage. You've seen it once, you've seen it 1,000 times. Unless anything interesting happens, then I'll show you, but usually it's just, we roll in there, spank him on the ass, then we leave for a year, I deal with political nonsense, and then we roll back in there and spank them on the ass again, and slowly but surely they just give up and surrender, and then we beat the shit out of them. That's just pretty much the gist of it. Okay, we are King Rodrik the Righteous. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit, but I'm going to continue recording, because I'm a psychopath. Anyway, we'll attack the Reach. I'm not even exaggerating. I was just sitting here, then I went bleh, and then fucking, yeah. I should stop, but I'm not going to. I need the 20 fucking pennies that I make from YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. I need it. Why is that the North? Okay, game. That's interesting. Retarded, but interesting. Okay, ladies and gents. We are a little bit further ahead. We have dealt with the Stormlands, essentially, and just wrapped that up. Put my cousins in charge of this, and my cousins in charge of that. There's so many muds all over the place that I've lost track. But these muds are somewhat descendant from House Connington, through, I forget who, yes, his grandmother was a Connington. And all of the other Conningtons are basically dead. There's only the female line left. So, technically speaking, they're half Conningtons, that's why I gave them that. The Durandons are still in control of Shipbreaker Bay. King Devon the Just is the king of Shipbreaker's Bay, but not much else, to be perfectly honest. Tarth is Tarth, Rainwood is Rainwood. My cousin's in control of that. My other cousin is in control of the East March. There's not much else to say, really. We're mopping up. It's a mop-up operation at this stage. Yeah, we've covered that. So yeah, all in all, it's a clean-up operation. I picked off some of the Reach already. It's just a matter of swooping in, taking as much territory as we can, and then swooping back out again, pretty much. This first. This is okay. This is something I realized. I can do the claim on Hellhot for my vassal, the Prince's Pass, and if I do this, I'm immediately at 100% with Hellhot because I've already got him imprisoned. So, that's an immediate win. During the reign of King Aegon II, the Builder of Westeros, who is currently raiding Lys. That's how I'm funding all of his building constructions. I'm just raiding New Valyria because, yeah, nobody's going to stop me. It's free gold. Why the hell not? That's how I'm funding all of his buildings. But after 100 years under the rule of the Kingdom of Westeros, the Kingdom of the Rivers and Hills, basically everywhere is now officially recognized as the property of Westeros. So yeah, that's cool. All those places bend the knee, and we continue to take Lys, essentially. Does anyone else find it suspicious that Death has come for me with a dagger? I feel like Death wouldn't use a dagger. It is a Bravosi, though. It's weird. For whom the bell tolls. More often than not, you retreat to your chambers in the evening, feeling exhausted and weary. Tonight is no exception. Aegon the Builder is 70 years old now, ladies and gentlemen. He has made quite a lot of money and a lot of progress building up some stuff in Westeros. So yeah, he's been busy during his reign. He does have cancer, though, so that's a thing. He's sitting in your study, idly moving chess pieces on the board before you, sipping a glass of wine, hoping that it shall give you the rest you seek. Suddenly, you hear a voice behind you and you turn around in your chair. There stands the man you walked with a few days ago. Good evening, my lord. I realize I never introduced myself properly. I am deaf, and I've come to collect. Yeah, it's an assassin. That's what it is. I challenge you to a game of chess. Okay. Sir raises an eyebrow, an amused look on his face. Why not? I have all the time in the world. Though you were simply postponing the inevitable. Settles a chair, black or white. I'm pretty sure white moves first because chess is racist. Yes, you should need all the help you can get. What's the strategy the first part of the game? Analyze the board and take my time. 100% chance of making a good move. Okay. Certainly an accomplished player, you managed to capture the first few pieces from him and move to the next part of the game. You do not like the look on his face, though. Thank the creator for good fortune. The game continues in silence as you both are fully focused on the next move. At the moment, the game seems even. At least you think it does. 67% chance of cheating successfully. We can do that. It's fine. Alright, no. It's what you think. Wine spills over. Hands the balls size. Oh, how I despise cheaters. I mean, yeah, Aegon spent his entire life fucking building up Westeros and everything, and he is then murdered. Who wants to murder Aegon? Everyone loves him. Literally everyone loves him. Who wants to kill him? It's ridiculous. Okay, well, that's interesting. The Valyrian Freehold has fallen into such disrepair and just terrible, terrible, terrible fucking poverty that it's, the Valyrian faith has dwindled to the point where the dragon gods believers are the majority. The heretic branch of the Valyrian faith is now the normal branch, where they worship the gods as dragons. That's how far the Valyrian Freehold has fallen, ladies and gentlemen. They have turned to heresy as the new normal. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are quite far ahead. King Brandon, the Wolf of Westeros, died at the age of 68. Almost reached 69. I was banking on that happening, but nope. The realms of Westeros have been united in Brandon's rule, and somewhat reorganized. So we have the Riverlands in control of one of the House Mud members. The Westerlands has been in control of House Mud since, like, forever now. Like, since forever. The Reach is also in control of House Mud. Dawn is in control of the unofficial, totally not a cadet branch, air quotes, of House Mud, the Arbiters. So they rule Dawn. They're basically the reverse sigil of House Ironwood. But they are secretly just descendants of one of the kings. Secretly. My cousin, Lord Devon Durrandon, is the Lord of the Stormlands. And has for some reason moved his capital over to Ambertown. I don't know why, but he has. So yeah, the Stormlands are its own thing. The Riverlands control and include the Crownlands, since it used to actually include the Crownlands. The Crownlands wasn't a thing until Aegon came and beat everyone over the head with a dragon. Speaking of dragons, House Mud controls Dragonstone still. I've made them just independent of any Lord Paramounts. The Royces control the Vale. I directly control the forces of the Northern Riverlands. And I have increased the law of the realm to be centralization to the max and high crown authority. So the Muds control the royal territories of basically the Blue Fork and everything surrounding Oldstones. And I can summon about like 20k troops or something, 17k, give or take. But at any rate, this is basically the Crownlands for the Muds. These are all controlled by the royal family. But in the Northern Riverlands, we have like 12 branches of the family. There's so many of them, I can't keep track. Unlike the Starks, who are all dead. Kind of. The Grey Starks are currently kings of the North. The house line is all wiped out. There's 2 of them left alive, and I can't find any of the other ones. So I think all of the male line of House Stark has just been completely fucking annihilated. But it's not the end of the world, considering the Grey Starks are just a cadet branch of House Stark, so they're basically Starks, like, lore, canon-wise, if you want to be technical about it. We can pretty much guarantee that the Grey Starks just name themselves Starks and legitimize themselves as the full branch of the family. That makes the most sense, really. And the only other thing is the fact that House Mud controls Lys through Arwen, my, like, kinsman, distantly related. Not much else to say, really. The Iron Isles are kind of somewhat unified. It's probably the only area that we haven't gone to, and I can't be bothered dealing with. The lore reason is, they're a bunch of fucking jagged rocks filled with pirates, and, like, as long as they don't fuck with my trade, I guess we don't really care about them. We could attack Essos and make them tributaries, but it only lasts until we die, and there's no point. They're so shit. We could steamroll everything. There is no challenge left at this point, ladies and gentlemen. There's no point. What is going to be interesting, however, is that I am going to give the AI control of the game, which, if anyone knows CK2, is going to go very poorly. They're going to fuck it up immediately. It's all going to go to shit. But what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to fuck off and make dinner, and then I'm going to go to bed afterwards, and I'm just going to leave the game running all fucking night. And we will come back in the morning and see how royally fucked the muds are. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. It's been like over 1,000 years. I left this playing for like a good 12 hours or something. We are still... Technically, House Mud still controls Westeros. It's just... it's a cluster. It's a cluster, is what it is. The North is somewhat kind of intact. Only Bravos, but we'll start off with the line of Westeros real quick. Westeros managed to keep the actual thing of Westeros. The Muds are still in charge, kind of. The Muds are still in a position of great power. I'm not clicking this to see how many of them there are, because the last time I did that, it crashed the entire game. So, yeah. But if we look at this, like, there's still Muds in charge of the Riverlands over here, but the Riverlands are, like, 2 fucking regions. See, Dawn is controlled by the Red Forts, weirdly enough. The Red Forts have had a decent control on it for a while. The Vale is in charge of some randos. It used to be the Red Forts for a while. It was the Muds for a long-ass time. The North is controlled by the Locks for a long time. At one point, the Smiths were in charge, but it's mostly the Locks, actually. What happened to the Starks? The Royces held a hill at one point, actually. Are there any graves? Nope. What? The Stark bloodline has been completely wiped out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, crap. The Lannisters are dead as well. Even the Lannisters of Lannisport are dead. All of the Lannisters are dead. I really want to see how many Muds are left, like, in total, but every time I click on it, it crashes the entire game, because so I think there's actually a lot of them. There is a lot. Like, if you look around the map, you can very easily find the fucking Mud sigil scattered around. So, yeah, the Muds are definitely still alive. There's definitely still a hell of a lot of them as well. And I think there's so many of them that the game freaks the hell out when I click on their fucking family tree. Oh, look, there's 2 there as well. Yeah, the Muds are still probably the most prominent family in Westeros. It's just that Westeros has devolved into a hellscape of constant warfare again. Like, the age of peace has passed into shadow, ladies and gentlemen. The age of war has gripped Westeros once again. We're back to an age where everyone was just fighting everyone constantly, and the Muds are desperately trying to cling on to the remainder of their realm. Oh, it is a final victory for the Old Gods, ladies and gentlemen. The Faith of the Seven has been largely defeated and thrown out of existence, pretty much. There's a couple of remnants scattered around Westeros, but they are dwindling. The Old Gods are the primary fucking gods in Westeros, and have just beaten the shit out of the Faith. It took a while. It took like 1,000 years for it to happen, but ultimately the Old Gods have succeeded against the Faith of the Seven. Culture is all what the It's Riverlander. Is everyone just Riverlander? Yeah, the Riverlander culture has just taken over all of Westeros. So House Mud had such an impact on Westeros and its history, despite the fact that they're no longer in the golden years. They've had such a fucking impact that the entire culture of all of Westeros and every kingdom has basically been forever altered and changed. They have assimilated it's cultural appropriation, ladies and gentlemen, at its finest. Who knows, maybe in another 1,000 years, ladies and gents, the Muds will bring peace back to Westeros, but for now, at least, we will leave it on the note of High King Paterozzo, or whatever the fuck his name is. Still the blood of High King John and the blood of the Hammer of Justice. We basically leave you in the Dark Ages, ladies and gents. We could kind of continue and, like, try to take some stuff, but I really don't want to. Because really, we just end up getting back to a point where we're so powerful we can't be stopped, and then I do another 1,000 years, and we just rinse and repeat, and it's, yeah, I'd rather move on to other stuff. As interesting as this is, and as interesting as it could be to continue to see if we could, like, reunify Westeros, I don't think we will. We'll leave it to our imaginations of what the future holds of House Mud. They are still numerous, and are still technically kings of Westeros, with a shitload of claims on everything, so technically they could pull it off, kind of. I'm just gonna click on this one more time and then see if the game crashes, and because I want to see how many muds there are left, but I think there's so many that the entire game freezes and dies. Yeah, it's frozen. Okay. Yeah, I just can't see how many... I guarantee there's so many muds left alive that the game is just freaking out. It doesn't even work anymore. The game's just like, nah. There's a lot. Let's just say that there's a lot, and that the game can't even load the goddamn family tree. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, lads. That's all for now. Soul out.
This war is far from over.